Good afternoon, teacher. I go to talk about endangered languages. This time I will talk about the native language, endangered language, and extinct language. Native language is our mother tongue, or first language that by default a person learns, like us, that most Ecuadorians are born and learn to speak Spanish. But in some indigenous communities, they learn to speak Quechua. Endangered language is when there are few speakers of a language. An extinct language, this is when a language in danger of extinction has lost all its speakers. A language can also disappear by replacing the predominant language over the languages of indigenous communities or native languages. In task 1, we have seen 4 videos. The videos had in common that they refer to the concern that exhibitors feel about the loss of languages in the world. They explain the importance of the language in the cultural part, since together with the love of the language, their traditions, their customs, and their identity as a community are lost. The presentation of Barry Moses in the first video was very interesting. The history of the Spoken language of the Spoken indigenous community, which is unfortunately critically endangered. He talked about his memories of the elders of his community, when they sat down to talk and tell each other stories and sat around the room. He also talked about how politics and globalization affect the language of his community, and the way he understood that he should help to save and preserve the spoken language. When at the funeral of his Spoken Indian reservation, he saw his father's brother make his prayers in Spoken. In the other video, Susanna Saraisky and Meidi Kung agreed that when we lose language, we lose hundreds of years, art, music, history, culture, and science. They recommend recording conversations or songs by people who speak languages in danger of extinction, and they mention that learning new languages is good for mental health, because learning languages prevents the early onset of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. It is very painful to know that within a few years we will lose a lot of languages. In Ecuador, there are some languages at imminent risk of extinction: Cofan, Sionasecoya, Quechua, and Shuar. On a trip to the east 2 years ago, I visited a Shuar community and I heard them speak in Shuar, in their language. Preserving our languages is important to us because it identifies us as a people, as a culture, and with the death of a language, it's death of something that we treasure. That's all, teacher. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.